Hello everyone, this is JC De Guzman for our daily top 5 gainers and top 5 losers analysis for September 4, 2019. And this is in preparation for the next trading day. And as usual, let me repeat these 3 reminders before we dive into the first stock in our list. Number 1, if you are interested in trading any of these 10 stocks that I'm going to discuss, and just in case they start at a price lower or higher than the dominant range that you're about to see, make sure that you post a request for that specific stock's latest trade in volume distribution and true market sentiment charts in our private clients forum. Secondly, this video is for short-term trading purposes only. I repeat, short-term trading purposes. And lastly, even if the 10 SMACD combo is valid and even if the momentum power indicator is bullish, if you are not satisfied with your reward to risk ratio, do not do a test buy. Meaning to say, you are obliged to calculate your reward to risk ratio before you push that buy button within the dominant range. Alright, so now that expectations have been set, let's begin with the first stock in our list. We got NIKL once again. NIKL closed today at 4.9, support is at 3.87, resistance is at 4.91. Now if it breaks above 4.91, the next resistance would be, okay, let me just pull this down. So the next resistance would be at 5.5, which is in confluence with the 50% retracement of the down Fibonacci. This is what I also said in the previous video yesterday. The next resistance if it breaks above the immediate resistance. Foreign investors registered another net foreign buying worth 177 million pesos today. So this is the third day, 3 days in a row that foreign funds have been aggressively buying nickel, the number 1 favorite mining stock this month, nickel. The 10 SMACD combo is valid. We're going to snub the classical overbought level on the RSI for as long as the momentum power indicator is bullish and the 10 SMACD combo is valid. Risk level is already extremely high. So this is no longer a newbie friendly stock at this point, especially if you are yet to enter. It's fine if you already have a position in nickel, but if you are yet to enter, take note that this is no longer a newbie friendly stock. And the upward momentum is already very strong, confirmed based on the DMI and ADX chart. Now let's take a look at the trade and volume distribution chart of nickel. So with respect to the closing price of 4.9, which is the intraday high, the dominant range is between 4.51 to 4.9, which is, or let's say 4.75 to 4.9. Now if it starts at a price lower than 4.75, I suggest that you monitor the price between 4.5 to 4.75 then. Nonetheless, overall, it's a bullish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment was, on the other hand, bearish for today. So I would also say that a lot of people are also doing some day trading on nickel. So they're just taking advantage of the opportunities on a daily basis. Okay, so they're taking advantage of the hype on nickel. You can still actually make money on nickel for as long as the momentum power indicator is bullish. My overall sentiment for nickel is bullish. If you have a position in this stock because the last price is still trading above your trailing stop loss, then you still have some data-driven reasons to top up within the dominant range. Or it's up to you if you'd like just to hold your position and not to top up. Either way, it's okay. If you are just about to enter a new position, you're better off buying on breakout. Wait for a breakout above 4.9 so that you will get a more attractive reward to risk ratio. Okay, so next, PHEN. PHEN closed today at 2.86. Resistance is at 2.94. Support is at 2.5, which is in confluence with a 78.6% retracement of the up Fibonacci. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 2.5 million pesos. That's an insignificant amount, so let's snub that one. The 10 MACD combo is not yet valid because MACD is still trading below the signal line. So at this point, I would say as early as now that you're better off waiting for a breakout above 2.94 before you consider doing a test buy, especially if you are yet to enter a new position. Okay? Remember that RSI is in the neutral territory. Risk level is already moderate. The upward momentum is not yet very strong, although it's poised to become very strong, especially once ADX becomes 25 points. Now let's take a look at the trade and volume distribution chart. The closing price is at 2.86. It's somewhere near the middle. The dominant range is between 2.86 to 3.02. All in all, that's a bullish momentum power indicator. The mood of the top 10 players was neutral for today. Now, my overall sentiment for PHEN is bullish. If you have a position on PHEN, you have a data-driven reason to top up within the dominant range. But if you don't have a position on PHEN, even though the 10 MACD combo is valid, even though the momentum power indicator is bullish, you're better off waiting for a breakout above 2.94 or at least above 2.9 before you consider doing a test buy within the dominant range. Okay, I'm still bullish on PHEN. Next, SM. SM closed today at 1,032. It broke above its previous resistance at 1,016, which is now the acting immediate support. Resistance is at 1,141. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 118 million pesos. The 10 MACD combo is valid. RSI is in the neutral territory. It's upward sloping. Risk level remains low. This is an attractive position, especially for long-term investors. But this video is for short-term trading purposes. Okay, so let's stick to that. Now, let's take a look at SM's dominant range with respect to the closing price of 1,032, which is the intraday high. Wow, it's down. Take a look at the volume for today at 1,032. At the intraday high, 41% was registered on that spot. The dominant range is between 1,024 to 1,032. If SM will start at a price lower than 1,024, monitor the range between 1,000 to 1,020. But all in all, it's a bullish momentum power indicator for SM. The mood of the top 10 players for today was bearish on the other hand. It was bearish. Why? Probably, based on my observation, those who, most of them, not just some, but most of them decided to lock in profits at this level. Okay, at this level. Perhaps they thought that the resistance at 1,016 was too tough to break, and once it breaks above that level, that would be a signal for them to lock in their profits. Now, for us here at Equitist Analytics, we don't base our decisions as to when to sell on anything else other than our trailing stop loss. So we're fine for as long as our trailing stop loss is not hit, and besides, as soon as we spot some weakening of the upward momentum, we have a strategy for that. And what is that? We reduce the percentage of risk that we apply in our trailing stop loss as soon as signs of a weakening upward momentum are spotted. And when do you say that there's a weakening of the upward momentum? Well, that's when the momentum power indicator becomes bearish. Simple. That's what I teach you during the Evergreen Strategy in Trading and Investing in the Philippine Stock Market Seminar. And by the way, speaking of which, I'll have one in Makati this coming September 28th. Last Saturday of the month in Makati. So if you have not bought your ticket yet, buy it now before we run out of seats. The last time I did it in Makati, it was jam-packed. Some attendees almost had to sit outside the room. So anyway, continue here. Let's continue here. So I'm still bullish on SM. So if you have had a position in SM, you still have some data-driven reasons either to hold or to top up within the dominant range. Now, if you don't have a position in SM and you'd like to have one, yes, you can also do a test buy within the dominant range, especially now that the last price is already closer to the intraday, to the immediate support than the immediate resistance. And what does that mean? That means you have an attractive reward to risk ratio at this point. Okay, bullish. I'm bullish on SM. Now let's move on to ISM. ISM closed today at 5.45. It failed to sustain its ascent above the resistance at 5.56. Support is at 4.46. The gravity pulled it to the downward. Anyhow, the 10 MACD combo remains valid. 10 MACD combo is valid still. But the momentum power indicator is, your guess is as good as mine, it's already bearish. It's a red candlestick. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 1.9 million pesos. RSI is in the neutral territory. Risk level is already high. This is not a newbie-friendly stock anymore. Not a newbie-friendly stock anymore. Alright, now ISM. This is the dominant range of ISM with respect to the closing price of 5.45, which is somewhere near the bottom. The dominant range is between 5.45 to 5.6. The next is 5.6 to 5.7. The next is 5.75 to 5.6. But all in all, it's a bearish momentum power indicator, courtesy of that first criterion, which is the red candlestick. The mood of the top 10 players today was neutral, so they were not attracted to that much attracted. They did not find it significantly attractive to buy the intraday dips for today. So here's my suggestion. If you have a position in ISM and it's still trading above your trailing stop loss, just hold your position, don't top up yet. If you are planning to enter a new position and wait for the appearance of a green candlestick, and not just a green candlestick, all four criteria of our momentum power indicator should be bullish, so that your entire momentum power indicator is bullish. When that happens, do a top up, or no, not top up, but do a test buy within the dominant range. But for now, be in a wait and see mode. If you are yet to enter a new position, if you're already in it, just hold your position. Okay, so after ISM, okay, we got PIP. PIP closed today at 2.08. Support is at 1.95. Resistance is at 2.4. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 11.6 million pesos. The 10 MACD combo is valid. And extra point for the bulls. I like the perfect bullish alignment of the three simple moving averages that I'm using. Green, red, blue. 10, 50, 200-day SMAs. RSI is in the neutral territory. Risk level is already high, not a newbie-friendly stock anymore. Also, the upward momentum is not yet very strong. ADX still at 16.5%. Now, with respect to the closing price of 2.08, the dominant range is between 2.05 to 2.13. So, all in all, this is still a bullish momentum power indicator. However, the true market sentiment was neutral for today. Nonetheless, that's not a barometer of the stock's next potential direction. It was only a checker for the top 10 brokers' mood within the day. Now, my overall sentiment is still bullish for PIP. If you still have a position, you can still top up within the dominant range. Now, if you are about to enter a new position, you can go ahead while you have an attractive reward to risk ratio, while the last candlestick is a lot closer to the immediate support than the immediate resistance. But do it within the dominant range I am bullish on PIP. Okay, next, ICT. So this is now the start of the discussion for the top 5 losers in this video. ICT closed today at 126 pesos per share. Support is at 120.2. Resistance is at 148. The 10 SMACD combo is no longer valid. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 44.17 million pesos. RSI is in the neutral zone, but it's downward sloping. Risk level remains low. That's not a sign to buy the dips. We don't buy the dips when there are no logical reasons to do that. We are not like those guys whose basis is the buy below price. We can do better than them. Now, the downward momentum, listen to this, the downward momentum is still very strong based on the DMI and ADX scores. Take a look at this. The mood of the top 10 players was also bearish for today. It's all the more that you should avoid ICT, at least for now, not forever, at least for now. And if you happen to have a position in ICT, I suggest that you adjust your percentage of risk applied in calculating your reward, your risk, trailing stop loss. There are signs of a weakening upward momentum already, and that's the bearish momentum power indicator. Okay, now if you don't have a position in ICT, good, that's good. So don't enter a new position yet on ICT. I am bearish on this stock. CHP, it closed today at 2.77. It broke below its previous support at 2.88, which is now acting as its immediate resistance. The immediate support is at 2.33, but there's a midterm, there's a precursor here, somewhere at 2.58 before 2.33. Okay, foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 17.85 million pesos. Unfortunately, the 10 SMACD combo is invalid. RSI is in the neutral territory, but it's downward sloping. Risk level remains moderate. It's about to get high. It's about to become high. All right, that doesn't sound well a while back. So it's about to become high. The downward momentum is not yet very strong, but the negative DMI is already moving above the positive DMI. Now, with the last price of 2.77, CHP's dominant range is between 2.77 to 2.8. Overall, or all in all, that's a bearish momentum power indicator. The mood of the top 10 players was neutral for today. I just want to emphasize something here. Did you notice that since April, let me use this measurement here. Since April, every time CHP drops between 16 to 18%, so here, from, what day was that? From May 10 to June 10, it dropped between 16 to 18%. And then from July 3rd up until July 23rd, it dropped by more than 18%. Then from August 14 till today, it dropped by almost 18% also. What am I trying to show you here? Every time CHP drops between 16 to 18%, it goes up, it rebounds. So what am I saying here? Monitor CHP tomorrow. There's a possibility to see CHP, to see a rebound on the price of CHP tomorrow. I said a possibility. I did not say guaranteed. Okay? I did not say I guarantee that a rebound will appear tomorrow. No, I did not say that. I said there's a possibility for a rebound on the price of CHP tomorrow. Okay? So monitor. But for now, I am bearish on CHP. If you have a position on CHP, I suggest you hold your position and monitor the possibility of a rebound tomorrow. If there's no imminent sign of a rebound for tomorrow, by all means, adjust the percentage of risk applied in your trailing stop loss. If you don't have CHP, good. Don't enter a new position unless and until your momentum power indicator is bullish, at least. Okay? Better if the 10 MACD combo is valid. But what did you learn during the Evergreen seminar? You can skip the validation of the 10 MACD combo provided you regard yourself as a disciplined and an experienced trader. And number two, if the momentum power indicator is bullish. Remember those two questions. If you already forgot, review your handouts. All right. Next, Globe. It closed today at 1,922. Support is at 1,724. Resistance is at 1,986. As a precursor to 2,320. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 63.23 million pesos. The 10 MACD combo is no longer valid. RSI is in the neutral territory, but it's downward sloping. Risk level remains low, and downward momentum is already very strong. There's already a death cross, meaning to say the negative DMI is already trading above the positive DMI. So a death cross already bearish. So the dominant range here on the trade and volume distribution chart of Globe is between 1922 to 1950. All in all, that's a bearish momentum power indicator. What do you expect? The true market sentiment was neutral. So avoid Globe for now, at least for short-term trading purposes. Wait for the momentum power indicator to become bullish before you regard or consider doing a test buy. Now, if you have a position on Globe, hold your position, don't top up. If you don't have a position, good also. You're better off staying that way until the momentum power indicator becomes bullish. Okay, next we got IDC. It closed today at 6.01. Support is at 5.8. Resistance is at 7.18 as a precursor to 8.07. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 205,000 pesos. Not worth mentioning. Alright, the 10 MACD combo is invalid. RSI is neutral, but it's downward sloping. Risk level is extremely high. Okay, snub this one if you're a newbie. If you're a newbie in trading, this is not for you. This is not a newbie-friendly stock. The downward momentum is very strong. DMI, ADX, take a look. Okay, so the dominant range of IDC is between 6 to 6.12. All in all, it's a bearish momentum power indicator. And the mood of the top 10 players was also bearish. They snub IDC today as well. So avoid IDC as well. And I hope none of you have this stock. Don't buy it yet. And if you still have IDC, that only means one thing. You're not using a trailing stop loss. You're just hoping and praying. Continue doing so, but that should not be your only arsenal. It should not be your only tool, not your only strategy in trading. Okay, cut your losses if you still have IDC. All right. So last for tonight's video is PRMX. It closed today at 2.14. Support is at 1.99. Resistance is at 2.39. The 10 MACD combo is still valid. RSI is neutral. Historical volatility puts our PRMX at a extremely high risk level. Now, the upward momentum is no longer very strong. Not yet very strong. Now, the dominant range of PRMX is between 2.12 to 2.2. All in all, that's closer to the intraday low than the intraday high, meaning to say the momentum power indicator is bearish. Now, the mood of the top 10 players was bullish. Does that mean they loved buying the dips? Well, apparently that's the case on the true market sentiment. But notice this, that we don't hurry in buying until our momentum power indicator is bullish. So if you happen to have PRMX and if it's still trading above your trailing stop loss, then just hold your position but don't top up. Now, if you don't have PRMX, don't hurry in buying or in entering a new position. You're better off waiting for a pullback close to 1.99 or 2 pesos per share, or for a breakout above 2.4. Be very disciplined. Okay, that's my advice. Now, I'm already bearish on PRMX in this case. All right, even though the 10 MACD combo is valid, the momentum power indicator is already bearish. So there you go. that's my proprietary technical analysis for these 10 stocks for tonight in preparation for the next trading day on September 5. Again, if you have not attended the seminar yet, visit our website at www.equalist.com and then click on seminars. So here's the schedule. On September 28, I'll be in Makati. October 26, Davao. November 23rd, Cavite. Next year, January 25, Baguio. February 29, Pampanga. And March 28, Cebu. Okay, if you are subscribed for 1 year at Equalist Analytics, you should only pay 50% of the ticket, which is 3,250. 3,225, if I'm not mistaken, because the regular ticket's price is 6,500. Yeah, 3,250. That's the 50% of that regular price. Now, if you're not a 1 year subscriber, you can register. Who knows? You might get a discount, but a little bit lower than the automatic 50% for the 1 year subscribers. But the key thing here is to register as early as you can. You'll never know what you're getting until you try. You'll never know what you're missing until you register. Okay, again, my name is JC De Guzman. I wish you a profitable and, of course, a disciplined trading week. Have a great day.